I've been working this grave shift, and I ain't made shit.
Never forget who you are to me too.
What? This is day one. Canada waking up.
I feel you, man.
I'm glad to be here. This is my first time out of the United States, actually. I'm from Oklahoma, and I've been trying to do every kind of like shitty show this year to get out. This isn't that shitty, but we'll see how it feels later. I did an art show. I drove 13 hours to do an art show. I did comedy at an art show. At the end of the show, the organizers got together and like, hey, we think you're really funny. But we talked it over, and we decided that we're gonna pay you in art. Yay, that's what I want to hear. Gonna pay me in art. And the rationale was, hey, we could potentially be the next Picassos. So these prints could be potentially worth thousands. Well, you, my friend, have just potentially fucked me in my mouth. Because I can't put lithographs into my gas tank and drive back home. The art itself was pretty good. The artist drew a self-portrait of himself with two women preparing to have a threesome. It was a little bit insult to injury, because it was like, hey, not only is this not money, but here's a picture of me having a better time than you. Take that, funny man. I don't know if comedy's ever gonna pay the bills. I don't really have any illusions. I don't know if it's ever gonna do it. But I've been doing it for like years now, like half a decade almost, over half a decade. And my family's starting to get worried. They're looking at my bank account, and dude, you really need to start thinking about building your credit. As a defense mechanism, all I could think to say was, man, the only credit I'm interested in building is street cred. And building real credit hurts that. Like, dude, you can't buy a house with street cred. Joke's on them, motherfuckers. People with street cred steal houses. Snatch them up like rope chains and put them in a pocket. It's a good feeling. I live in a hippie town. I don't know what Toronto's like. I know that if the joke doesn't hit, I'm supposed to take my shirt off. Apparently. I'll take my hoodie off for I don't know who's keeping score, but here we go. Somebody's shooting at me, I think. What the fuck is going on? Strange land. The strange land of Toronto. I'm from like a conservative place. Like I'm from Oklahoma, but I live in a hippie town, which is a weird contradiction. But I know I don't do any drugs. Like my friends do crazy hippie drugs. And by definition, what do you think is a hippie drug? Shrooms, LSD. It's pretty hippie. From my grandfather. Fuck that. I'm from Norman. This dude's come up to me. He's like, dude, you gotta try DMT. It's like Avatar for real. Whoa, what the fuck does that even mean? And this is the explanation I got. DMT is the spirit molecule. It's this natural chemical that exists in everything. It exists in plants, and it exists in animals. And when a person dies, when an animal dies, their memories get dumped with this natural chemical called DMT. And they go back into the earth, back into the ground, and back into the grass. And I know a lot about the afterlife. I don't. I won't ever claim to know a lot about the afterlife. I won't ever will. But I know you gotta be a special kind of asshole to think that DMT is the collective memory of the universe. And then smoke it.